Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today we're here on Ponytown to speak about the version 0.93.6 alpha update. But speaking of wonderful things, I want to give a huge shout out to Slope Time and Dylan Musser, my Skella hit list members. If you want to become a member yourself and get shout outs such as this, or have your name sometimes appear in the bottom left at the beginning or at the end of videos, as well as other perks and things like that, you can join my members by just hitting that big join button next to the subscribe button. While you're there, you may as well subscribe too, but today we're going to be talking about this update here. Mostly we're going to be talking about 0.93.5, which honestly sounds like a radio station, but technically we're at version 93.6 because of the whole like double fixes right here that they did. However, this is going to be a very short video because there's not really a whole lot that they technically added. They added the ability to add notes to friends. They added the ability to add notes to players hidden before version 0.93.4. If you remember in the previous update, they added the ability to add notes to hidden people and when you hide them. Now you've hidden many weeks ago, even years ago, if you happen to hide them that long ago. They also added a new construction site, which is the most exciting part of this update for a lot of people, but it's also very disappointing. I'll show you why in a moment. They also improved formatting of hidden player notes, improved chat bubble positioning, improved winter lamps post sprites, improved some error message, increased pending party and friend request limits, fixed rare errors, and fixed this, fixed this, fixed this. As you can see, it's mostly just fixes right here. So it's really not a whole lot of fixes here, if that makes any sense, or a lot of new features, I mean, if that makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and hop into the game. Ooh, look at that, I'm already in the game. Here is your construction site. This is a very disappointing construction site, if I'm being honest. A lot of other people have been saying the same thing, that it's basically just a picnic, and yes, this is indeed the construction site. I'm hoping that it will have another phase before the building gets put here, or whatever ends up getting put here. Ooh, what's it gonna be? But it's literally just like a few piles of logs and some blankets and some random leaves scattered everywhere, which I'm not 100% sure why these leaves are here. There's also a rake here and this tiny little stump. But these are your new leaves. They're very difficult to tell the difference between the old leaves and the new leaves if you haven't seen them side by side, but these are the new leaves. They very much match the actual leaves of the winter trees themselves. They kind of look like mint leaves or something like that. Ooh, minty fresh. If you're curious of where this is, I will zoom out here real quick so you can see. As you can see, this is where the construction site is. If I move just up to the top left, you'll see that it's right next to the bakery and right next to the dev pool area and things like that. If you are curious of how to get to it, you can literally go to the marketplace, come out of this right entrance, and just keep going right, and you will eventually run into it. A lot of people have been struggling to find this, probably because it's kind of a little bit away from the other buildings and stuff like that we've gotten so far, but also because it kind of just looks like a picnic, and that's kind of strange. But anyway, there's more to this update. If you want to know what that other update stuff is, they obviously fixed the map, so now everything is called what it's supposed to be called. That was a bug that's been confusing the hell out of people lately. But if we hit the friends list up here in the top right, we can actually click on someone here. So ooh, look at that. That's a note that on my friend. Wow, that's crazy. That's cool. If I want to click this person here, I can add a note to them and I will be able to type in whatever I want to. So for example, if I wanted to, I could say something like VR buddy, because this person was a person that I met on VR chat. So I can do that, and now there's this little note above them, or right next to their name, I mean, and it says VR buddy when I hover over them. I can also click on them and then edit that note whenever I want to and stuff like that. It's very simple. You could do this on mobile, of course, as well, by tapping and doing all that stuff and everything like that. But yeah, you can literally just put whatever note you want on there, and it just kind of shows up on hover. So that is pretty much the only two things really to talk about for this update. Obviously, they improved some other sprites and stuff like that, but they're kind of hard to notice if we're being honest. And the main thing that a lot of people are confused by is this little construction site here, and it's there it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this update video. That, my friends, has been version 0.93.6. They fixed issues with showing duplicate friends and fixed issues with joining the game, because when they released the previous update is 0.93.5, it was very difficult to join the game because sometimes it just didn't want to work, especially for you mobile players out there. But those are the changes. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that, because when you do those wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.